Hello everyone, welcome back to Twilight's Reach. We are on month 3, third day of the first year. Third month. Anyway, we are finished with the first level of the bunkhouse, which is perfect, because that means I can start working on the next level of the bunkhouse, which is actually something I wanted to show you guys. From what I understand, creating a second floor is actually somewhat difficult. I'm actually not quite finished with the first floor yet. I have to get windows in everyone's room before I make the ceiling. Our first floor is actually designed with one extra room than what we need, which is perfect because that means when the happiness reaches 22, we should get another villager to join us. And I'm going to unpause the game now, and we're going to take a look at what this dwarven merchant has to offer. I actually took a look already, but you know what I mean. He's got a bunch of iron, which is wonderful, because we only have 6 and we can use some more of that. And I wish he had some coal, though. Coal would have been wonderful. And we have a whole bunch of mud that we don't really need, because we got a good amount of glass right now. So we're gonna sell off about 40 mud. 44. I don't have 45 left, that's a good number to have. And what else do we have we don't need? Well, honestly, we can keep everything else. That's going to give us an extra 880 gold to work with, which is more than enough to buy the iron. Well, actually, it's not quite enough to buy all the iron. It's a little bit less than what we needed. But we are only spending 64 of our current gold, which is good. So now I can actually buy something extra if I want to. I got someone with iron chest piece. I could give them extra iron armor, actually, which I'm thinking will be a good idea. Now we'll give them iron greaves and open for trade. Took up most of what gold we had. As I start bringing the mud back, they'll start balancing out. I tweaked the priorities of my guys a little bit. And if you want to tweak their priorities, you can just go here or hit that 3 and it'll bring up this panel. Hauling was down here. I decided that because they keep leaving everything on the ground, I should bump that up. So, baking and cooking food is what they do first. If there's anything laying on the ground, they haul it. If there's anything that needs to be harvested or gathered, they go do that. And then if there's any ores of mine or dig, they go do that, tilling and chopping, that, extracting, blah 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 blah. Basically, it's set up in a good way. They'll always prioritize baking and cooking. Then they'll always prioritize hauling after baking and cooking has been done. And since hauling requires there to be loose items on the ground, they'll basically skip over this until they've done one of these 2 things. But as soon as there's items on the ground, someone will go and pick it up and haul it to the stockpile. unfortunately, they do have trading as one of their least wanted priorities right now, so it's going to be a while before they actually trade or do anything of that nature. Oh well, I guess they'll get to it eventually. I probably joined in a little bit too soon, because there's a little bit more that needed to be done than I had anticipated. Oh well. Ah, they're making Windows good. And we are getting some lag again, but it's alright. It's not sticking around. I actually went through 2 more sieges while I was not recording anything. One had a couple slime, which is why there's some slime laying on the ground. And the other had more spiders. Let's see, just 2 more windows and they'll be ready to work on the next floor. I did mute my phone again, I'm sorry. Responded that quick. Turn the phone down. Man, I need a new phone. Good, they're done with those windows. So, honestly, to me, this entire structure looks like it could be easily destroyed with a match. And just one match. I'm not going to bother starting the next floor until they're actually done hauling that stuff around. They're about halfway done. Once we're done with that, I'm going to have my soon-to-be guard, I guess. Get those pants on. I think you can get them on right now. Auto-equip. There we go. She is my strongest warrior to have in battle. I love this game a lot. It's kind of fun. Have you ever had an ant farm growing up? You might not have. It's not that common a thing to have, really. Especially since parents don't want ants in the house. But an ant farm, you just have a thin pane of glass and you put some ants in there and they just dig tunnels. And it's pretty fun to watch. This kind of feels like that to me. Except it's more of a direct interaction kind of thing. Hey, I need you guys to build up a structure right here. Take zip around and do it. It's fun. Very curious how you make bridges. I assume you make bridges the same way you make a ceiling. Let's see if I got this right, though. So, we're going to fill that area in a bit. And we're going to get a bit of lag. See the virtual left, alright. Why must you start making a game? frame a second, I'm gonna have to stop recording again and basically wait till my computer isn't going crazy. Hopefully I'll see you soon! Alright, let's see if lag is gone yet. Pretty sure it is. Let's see, where were we at? Alright, so all the windows are in place and I got the 3 wooden blocks here, so now we're gonna add some ladders. Or more specifically, or more accurately I should say, stairs. I don't know why the game calls them ladders. You know, with my choice of wooden ladder and the choice of logs for the walls, this building looks a little bit rickety. Just a little bit rickety. And eventually they will get to actually building those. There goes one. And there's the other. Alright, so now we have a walkway up to this level here, which is at the top of the rooms. And now what we want to do is add a layer of wood over the top of this, except for where the ladders are at. I also need to make a couple more doors. And furniture. There. A couple more doors for the entrance of the building. I'll get to it eventually. Gladly, they are staying on top of their wheat and flour production. And the sugarcane, actually. Doing a good job with that. There we go. Okay. So now it's time to place down some wooden blocks. Now, if I did this right, it shouldn't be too difficult. Hey, it's actually working out perfectly. So, you can do it like that. And like that. We shouldn't be covering up any of this stairway at all. Then one more right there. And this is going to be a lot of wood. And it's funny just watching them run up the stairs just to jump down on top of the dresser in someone's room and keep going. Why is... I might not have gotten this done right. Shouldn't be one block inside the room at all. It's possible I might have screwed up by trying to just blanket the whole field. Yeah, so we're going to pause that, cancel all the orders, and we're going to do it one row at a time. Because it's quite possible that they need something to support the blocks that are being placed over air. And because I did a blanket approach, they are trying to put blocks in the air and they're just falling down. Which is probably why we have some air blocks just floating here with an X on them. Yeah. So, start over. What am I going to do after I get the ceiling built? I've got a couple ideas. Mainly making another row of rooms, but instead of having it directly copying the bottom floor, I'm going to have a 3-block wide hallway and rooms off of that. And if I have room, I will have doorways that go out onto the rooftop of these rooms, like a sort of balcony. Which there actually is a balcony zone, I believe. Yeah, right here, a balcony. I don't really know what that's for, but it exists. It's a thing. I need more trees to be chopped down. I don't trust you. There we go. My little 25 tree orchard just isn't enough to keep up with our wood demands making this building. What kind of merch we got coming? Food caravan! Awesome! I can buy food, I guess, because you don't want to sell food because you need food to eat. We'll see what kind of food he's got available, and if it's anything that's useful, I will buy it. If it's not really particularly good, I guess he'll just sit there and wish that he could sell to me. Maybe I could buy some meat. Alright, he's here to trade. What do we got? Let's see. Actually, I can sell him my cactus fruit because I don't really have a way of processing that into useful food at the moment. So I'll do that. And take a look at what he's got to sell to me. Wheat, raw badger meat, poultry, fish. I'm okay with the fish, so we're not going to worry about that. Most of the stuff I can either grow eventually, or just it doesn't really seem worth purchasing. But I will buy 1 raw chicken and that'll be it. And someone can cook that up when they get around to it. Food, cooking, meat. Just need a stove, cooking fire, low cooking rate. That's easily done. So go ahead, do that. Cook a chicken. speed up the game just a little bit. Almost done chopping down all those trees, and then they can get back to work on making the second floor. Later, merchant. So that's slowly filling in. There's some birds flying around inside the building now. I don't know what to do about that. I also don't know what to do about those wooden blocks that are just floating there. Hey, I can order the death of the bird. Shouldn't I be able to put a wooden block here? Or is my selected door just one block too large? Maybe I just didn't do it right the first time. Wooden block fell on someone's bed. Funny. Why aren't they picking up the wooden blocks that are just sitting there? I know they are. They're just favoring new wooden blocks over those ones for some reason. Most of them are distracted with gathering food right now, so I can't really do much about that. You know, I started this mine a while ago and it just hasn't really taken off. So there is now a bull and a badger in there. We'll get back to that mine eventually. We got it. Hey there's Scootin' Beatin'. I wonder why they chose that for a name, Scootin' Beatin'. Just a really weird name. Eventually we'll get this thing built. Eventually they might start using the blocks that are already made too. Stop carving new blocks. There's one right here. You guys don't listen to me. I find it strange how half these doors disappear and the other half just kind of stay there. I wonder why that is. Do I not have... You gotta be kidding me. I really missed 3 right here. On level 2. Darn it. Hey, they did it. And they used the wooden blocks that were just sitting there, so... That's great. Alright, so the powder area is almost done. For some reason they keep skipping parts and it gets deselected. Oh, another merchant already? Military merchant. Hey, I got some wooden pants to sell you. Probably not gonna buy anything unless... Well, I might buy a helmet. That's always a possibility. I really need to plant more trees because this little farm just is not keeping up. Hey, the merchant's here. Oh, here's wooden pants, and I will take this iron helmet, and we'll be good. They just got 4 more blocks to place, and that'll be set. And you equip that new helmet. There you go. You are destined to be a soldier because I'm not really giving you much other options. Hooray! And hooray, they finally finished this little level. Great! Now, I'm going to actually expand this field of wood. Do about that. So that's a 7x7 field, so 49 trees. I hope that's enough to keep up with wood demand. Probably isn't, but I'm hoping. They have to go across the river to get some more of those, to get more of the proper tree bushes. Yeah, I also should have an apple and pear orchard, but that'll come later when I have more townsmen and want to make pies and stuff. like how this works. They all actually go to the proper path. Take the proper path to get to their areas. Which is nice, compared to Castle Story. Although Castle Story is still a very early access game, so I don't blame it for having bad pathfinding. Can't wait till Tug comes out. There we go. How long have I been recording? I might be coming close to the end of this episode, so that's rather unfortunate, because we're not done yet. I'll end it off with making a couple more ladders then. No, I can't do that because the ladders are a little bit weird in this game. They will go whatever direction they feel that they need to go. So, in order for me to make sure they go in the right direction, I'm basically tricking them by doing that so that they have only one pathway down. Come on. Make the moon blocks, please. That was too far down. There we go. There. Now, on the wiki, it actually shows using scaffolding to make another room and having the stairs/ladders on the outside. I figure it makes more sense to have it on the inside. Plus, that removes the need for scaffolding. Actually, scaffolding doesn't really seem to be that important of a thing. And if you're going to be making a structure with ladders and stairs, you can use the ladders and stairs instead of scaffolding. Alright, so I'm going to end the episode right now. And next time, we'll dig in the mine. I'll finish up this second floor on my own. Or I'll have it as a secondary thing that they're going to be doing while working on the mine. And my happiness is at 5. Yay! So hope you guys have enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and fave. I will see you next time. Take care, and goodbye.